It is not the thought that counts, it's the thoughtfulness that counts. And I swear that saying has been used by men, especially, to justify not getting you the thing that they want credit for giving you, or not doing the thing, the amazing thing, the thoughtful thing, the kind thing, the thing that makes you think that they value you. Not doing that thing, but getting credit for doing it because they thought of doing it. But why didn't you do it? Why didn't you do it? Every once in a while it makes sense. You know, you went to all these places and then they didn't have it, and then you did. That would be thoughtfulness and action and intention, but because of a bunch of circumstances out of your control, you couldn't do the thing. That makes sense. But I swear, I hate that saying so much because it is usually, I mean, unless you're a literal child, I get why parents say that to kids, but men take that as like, cool, I can just say I was going to do blank without having to do it, without having to pay for it, without having to think about it, plan it, do all the tasks, the cognitive labor, the emotional labor, go actual do labor so that I can pay for the thing. Like, and you know what? I feel like women don't give other women a pass for like, well, it was a thought that counts. In most cases, women expect more from each other because we know that it's not about the gift, it's not about the thing, it's about what's behind what. Do you know me at all? Do you care? It's about thoughtfulness, it's about appreciation. And so I stopped. One of the things I stopped doing was like, behavior is a language. It is a language. And if their behavior does not match their actual verbal language, then they are full of it. Because I don't think you should get credit for stuff you literally never do, but you thought about doing. Because you lie. And now I'm disappointed. Whereas I would have been much better off thinking that you didn't, plan on something at all. And so that like I was gonna I tried to, blah, blah, blah. It's just nothing but manipulation. And when you expect so little from men and are just so excited, if he's not a complete loser, then you fall into being impressed by promises of stuff they were never going to do. The next time, if you date men, if you even bother dating men anymore, and I understand women who are like, no, like calling them out on this stuff right away, or you don't even have to call them out, honestly. Just listen to the language they're speaking. Are they full of empty promises, including empty promises of gifts, or do they actually do what they say they're going to do? Now, obviously, I do not expect perfectionism from anybody because I have a constant to-do list that I don't fulfill. But when it comes to other people, I try to keep my word, or I try to shut my mouth and not say something if I don't actually plan on doing. And also coming to terms with the fact that I don't have as much energy as I used to have, and that I need to consider that when I make plans and whatever. But if you're dating somebody, and it doesn't have to be a man because anyone can do this, but men are so good at this. And they're like, I was gonna fill in the blank. Either say, well, why didn't you? Or just say, but you didn't. Instead of being like, oh wow, that's so nice. They are literally getting credit for something they didn't do. And it's like rewarding behavior that was a lie. It's like rewarding a lie. And I couldn't see that for so long. And depending on which culture you're dating in, like some cultures, the men will use like we right out of the gate. Don't believe that crap. And then other ones, like, you know, they use like the promising literally nothing ever. It's like the opposite extreme. It takes a year for them to call you their girlfriend. I found a lot of US American men to be that way. Here in France, a lot of times the men will be like super romantic out of the gate and they're doing all this stuff. And I'm like, wait, you're full of crap, right? And yeah, usually. But let's stop rewarding bad behavior like this. And it's not just with dating. If you have guy friends or colleagues, because men will do this at work. Oh, I was going to blah, blah, blah. Okay, but you didn't. And then move on. I mean, I wouldn't even ask why sometimes. Just being like, but you didn't. Like, okay. Or, that would have been great, but you didn't. Because I swear to God, they have just been conditioned to get credit for stuff they never planned on doing, don't want to do, would never do. By just saying, I was going to, okay, but you didn't. Less is more. Less, like, I don't want to teach men. They can't figure out if you call them on that and be like, but you didn't, then they can keep failing instead of me teaching them how to manipulate women better. Anyway, let me know what you think. Put it in the comments. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that stuff. And if you want to see any of my travel stuff, my like more personal stuff, or any of that stuff, join my Patreon. We have watch parties over there, lives and everything. And thank you, Patreon people. I don't feel like doing a comment song today because we just got back from Anthony's grandma's funeral. But I did want to show you something funny I saw in her village. This is a baguette vending machine. Yep. And this was Mo's when we left him with at Anthony's parents' place to go to the funeral. He is so mad at us. Well, he's more like desperation. This is the face of a dog that keeps you hostage constantly because he can't be alone. But he was with Lucky, his BFF. Anyway, thanks, y'all.